saddened by the sudden death of George Byrne, and then so soon after that, to hear the news that Ray Tracy, who I think everybody would agree is a legend in this club, had died, was absolutely tragic. Nobody here who's of a certain age will forget Ray scoring that penalty in the cup final against Sligo Rovers. It's one that really sticks in the craw of Sligo fans, which makes it even sweeter. And I think on that day alone, Ray became a legend. But then there was the wilderness years, the difficult years after Milltown, and the club was moving left, right and centre, ended up in the RDS, and it was that wonderful day in 1994 when the team, who became known as the league winners of 94, did Shamrock Rovers proud and lifted the trophy again. Captain Peter Eccles. That picture was on the front of the Irish Times the next day. I got a t-shirt with the page from the Irish Times printed on the front of the t-shirt, and I still have it all these years later. And it's brilliant to see so many of the 1994 team have come along here to remember Ray and the contribution he made to the club. So I'd just like to ask a couple of the lads, maybe Peter Eccles, I know who was captain, Alan O'Neill, goalkeeper, and Tony Macken. It's great to see Tony here, who was Ray's assistant, and I'd ask them to the stage. If you could give them a nice big welcome. Tony, don't fall off there. It's a very small stage, and there's a couple of very big lads here. As I was saying, Peter, it's great to see so many of that 94 team here, and some of them haven't aged at all. You're looking pretty good yourself as well. But obviously, it's sad circumstances as well, and you must have been very shocked when you heard the sad news.
Yeah, we were shocked.
Seriously, it was pretty shocking.
Yes, I was pretty shocked. I didn't hear it for about 2 weeks previous, and I was actually sick. And then I was shocked to hear it passed away. So it was a big shock. Even to some of the lads down there who were talking away and knowing the name where it was struggling. So yeah, it was a shock.
Tony, from your own point of view, having worked with Ray down through the years, you must have some great memories, some very happy memories. That day in '94, a special day.
It was a special day. Ray said to me before the game shouldn't be played that way. But then after the game, he said, I'm glad we played that game.
That was because of the rain and the bottom pitch.
It was big punches on the pitch. That wasn't the only game we missed, Peter.
And Alan, when you think back to Ray's time in charge at the club, you played under a lot of great managers in the league. You won the league, I know, with Dundalk as well, and you played at various other clubs. How would you characterise Ray's style of management?
I was very fortunate. Even before going about the style of management, I was very lucky to witness Ray's 2 major achievements at Rovers. The Cup winners in '78, which I played that day, and then experienced Ray as a manager in the league winning team in '94. He had a major impact on my career. From when I started out in '78, he took a major, he was a big influence on all the young lads at the time. And then I got a phone call out of the blue in 1993 to come back to Rovers. Ray was the manager, and he was held there to win the league. And in a very subtle way, I remember at one stage, maybe the second season I was there, he had a word with me before pre-season, and he was saying, you're not playing that well, are you? And I gave him some sort of excuse, and he says, yeah, okay. Next time. Tony said it was the whole season. But he subtle way, but he loved his football. And that team of '94 played football all year. Maybe some of the times we shouldn't have, in the depths of winter when the rain, as Tony was saying, was heavy on the pitch. But we played Ray's way, and we won the league in style that year. It was football in the league, and it was just great.
And Tony, the other thing is, I suppose when you think of Shamrock Rovers here in Tallaght, one of the key things was when Michael O'Neill was in charge, he got a fellow called Gary Twigg, who knew how to put the ball in the back of the net, and the team went on to great success. And I think one of the things that Ray did was he got a fellow called Stephen Gay, who also knew how to put the ball in the net. And how important was that?
Very important, because Stephen got a lot of goals that season for us. You know, but we had a lot of good players that season as well as Stephen Gay. You know, with Paul and Tallaght, Derek and Brad. There was a lot of good players in that team that year.
You didn't mention these two.
Well, we're talking about good players.
When I was asking Alan there about the style of manager that Ray was, obviously, as I said, you worked with him for a long time. He wasn't the sort of fellow who'd be throwing teacups around at half time or anything like that, was he? I don't know, was he?
No, many days, yeah. Threw teacups around and they didn't play the way he wanted them to play.
You might have gone to there, if you want to Ray, because I was over here in there.
I was a trying to cook.
They're in the province from that way. A bit like Alan, Peter, you played under a lot of different managers as well. What was special about Ray Tracy?
Yeah, I'm sure what he said was a bit different as well. Ray, we had all with Ray. Ray was actually organising us that we played straight and we passed the ball. And Ray had one of the team there. If you got Terry and Steve up front, it was fantastic. And then you had Alan Bourne and John at the back. And you had Big Gino at the back as well. I think they were spawning the team was fantastic. It was down to Ray and Tony and the late forward, there were 4 lads that came in. So we had a great team, and we had the wings. We have the Ozo, Morris, Billy Burke. We got quite a good players there in the Granada, and Gary Kelly. We smashing players, and there's a really didn't bring a forward. That was the only change that I didn't go forward. I'm not sure players in the team if we're going to win.
Another 4 in a row, maybe. It was a pity, Tony, wasn't it, that some of the players moved on, and I suppose that they had their reasons for it, but a lot of good players left the club.
Well, Stephen Gay met the club, Alan Bourne left the club. Peter was thrown out. But they moved on, and then that's football.
And those players are still very fond to remember that Shamrock Rovers, so there's no bad feeling, but it was just the reality.
Absolutely should have led a lot of the club. So Stephen's goals, got us there with the one left as well, so it should be.
And Alan, I described it as the wilderness years, and it was a really, really difficult time for Shamrock Rovers after Milltown and pre-Tallaght, but that was one really amazing day and year and season.
It really was. I mean, I was playing, I wasn't at Rovers at the time when I left Milltown. But I remember all the years meeting all the supporters, how sad they were, how upset they were that they weren't playing for Milltown, and eventually the RDS came on the scene, and that was going to be the new home. But Ray was hell-bent. Ray took over. His mission, he had only one goal in mind, and that was to win the league for Rovers. So he got what he set out to achieve, and not everyone does, but he did. With the help of Tony, with Paddy O'Neill, and with Paddy Cullen, they achieved it. And it's in the record books, as something can say.
And the reality is, up until that time, Rovers had only won the league, I think it was 14 times in whatever it was, nearly 100 years. So it's not something that happens every day of the week.
No, that was, if you look back, that was 87 was the last time they won the league before, and with the famous, as you say, the 4-on-the-row team. They haven't won anything in the meantime. I think we were beaten against Galway in the cup final. That was the only, that's how close we came to winning anything in those 17 years. So it was huge for Rovers. And maybe that was the launch of the nation that's every time.
One of the things that I noticed in all the treatments that were on television and stuff about Ray, everybody said Ray was a great character, he loved his music, he loved his sing-song, he had a great way with, there's the old joke that 140 caps and 38 of them were because he was a great singer and all that kind of stuff. But did he bring that to the dressing room, Tony? Like, did he, like players who come into the club, if they could carry a tune?
Not really, no. It was, it was hard working. He worked the boys very hard in training. He had his own job. The dressing room was a good place to be in, a fun place to be in. But when you were out on the training ground on the pitch, you worked very hard for him.
There was no kind of...
No, Ray was a hard taskmaster as well. He probably came in hard as the lads, hard as the pre-season. He was worked really hard. And like even when we thought about it, they probably had a smile on their face, but we're in that business, and Ray managed to Ray wanted to win the league, and he won it, you know, so we have to give him credit for that as well, you know.
And one thing is for certain, Alan, just before we wrap up, the name Ray Tracy, given the cup final in 78, given 94, will always be synonymous with this club, Shamrock Rovers.
Absolutely, there's no two ways about it. But not just Shamrock Rovers, but with Irish soccer in general. Tribute was a legend. I read somewhere, I think it was Dave Henderson, tweeted, or I don't know how to tweet, but Dave does. And Dave said, everyone has a Ray Tracy story. And that's something for me. Ray was a legend of Irish football, always will be.
Well, listen, lads, thanks a million for those few words. We really appreciate it. And I know at half time, the 94 team are going to be introduced on the pitch, and I'm sure they'll get a very, very big Tallaght welcome. For the moment, though, Alan, come.